Today we will perform the experiment whose aim of experiment is to determine the capacitance and permittivity of a given dielectric material. Before performing the experiment, we should discuss some theoretical concepts of the experiment. First of all, what is the capacitance and what is the capacitor? Capacitor is the electrical device used to store the electric charge, and capacitance is the capacity of the capacitor to store charge, and charge stored on the capacitor is directly proportional to applied potential to the capacitor, and Q is equal to CV. And C is the constant of proportionality and also known as a capacitance of the capacitor. And capacitance can be defined as the capacity of the capacitor to store charge. In other words, if potential is 1 unit, then C is equal to Q. So we can say the capacitance is the amount of charge required to raise the potential 1 unit. And next, permittivity. Permittivity is the ability of material to get polarized. Polarized means there is a process of polarization. Polarization is the process when we applied an electric field across a material, then positive and negative charge get separated by a definite distance, and this process is known as a polarization. And ability of the material to get polarized is known as a permittivity. And capacitance of a capacitor is directly proportional to area of overlapping of the two conducting plates, and C is also inversely proportional to the distance or separation between the two plates. From both the occasions, we can say C is equal to directly proportional to A upon D, or C is equal to epsilon A upon D, where epsilon is the permittivity of the material. And for the vacuum, this epsilon is denoted by epsilon dot, and its value is equal to 8.85 into 10 to power minus 12 farad per meter. The permittivity of the air is very close to the permittivity of the vacuum. Hence, these terms are also interchangeably used for each other. So, these are the definitions and some concepts about the experiment. Now we will discuss the formulas used in the and experimental setup used in the experimental. First of all, this is the 6-volt DC power supply. This is used to charge the capacitor. Switching circuit. This switching circuit is used to charge and discharge the capacitor whose frequency is 100 hertz means this switching circuit charge and discharge the capacitor 100 times per second, and this discharging current is amplified by a current amplifier. Whose gain is 500 by 3. The gain is denoted by capital A, and this current then measured by a DC microammeter this is the whole experimental setup. Now we will derive the expression used in the experiment. As we know, F is equal to Q is equal to CV, and we also know that Q upon T means rate of flow of charge is known as a current, and Q is equal to I into T. So this is equation 1, this is equation 2. By substituting the value of Q from 2 into equation 1, we can say that I T is equal to CV and I is equal to CV upon T means 1 upon T into CV, and 1 upon T is known as a frequency. Frequency is equal to 1 upon time period. So F into CV. We know the value of frequency of the switching circuit, that is the 100 hertz, and potential applied to the capacitor is 6 volt. So by putting these values, we obtain 100 into 6 volt, 100 hertz, 6 volt into C is equal to I. So C, the I current flows into the microammeter is amplified by a gain 500 by 3. So actual current is 500 by 3. So putting this value, I upon 500 by 3 is equal to 100 into 6 into C. From this we can say that C is equal to I upon 500 by 3 into 100 into 6. The 3 will goes upside, and 3I into 500 into 100 by 6. 3 2s are 6. From where we can say C is equal to I upon 500 into 2000 into 100 means 10 to power 5, and this current is measured by the microammeter. So C can be I into 10 power minus 6 into 10 to power 5. So that is the 10I into 10 to power minus 12 farad. Farad is the unit of the capacitor. So we can say C is equal to 10I microfarad. Picofarad. Pico is the small unit of the farad and pico is equal to 10 to power minus 12. So that is the all about the theoretical concepts, experiment setup and the formula used in the experiment. The next part is how to perform the experiment. So now we will perform the experiment and note down the readings and calculate the capacitance and permittivity of a given material. Table of the experiment. First column is the serial number, then separator used, name means nomenclature of the separator, 2T, 4T, 5T, and separation between the plates. We can measure the thickness of the spacer and can be noted by in this column. Similarly, spacer 4T can measure and noted in this column. Then 5T and measured and noted in the column. Now this is our operates power supply, switching circuit and current amplifier are inbuilt in this kit, and this is the capacitor. Two conducting plates and sandwiching the dielectric material between the two plates. You can use any dielectric material. Now we are used air. Why? Keeping 4 spacer at the corner, we are providing the separation between the plates, means air equal to the thickness of the spacer is between the two plates. Then we switch on the kit and note down the value of current. It's 41 microampere. Then we replace the spacer with another one, that is the 3T. 4T in all the four corner spacer 4T are placed and plates are exactly overlapped to each other, and then switch on the kit, note down the reading of the microammeter, that is the 33 microampere. Similarly, then we replace the spacer with another spacer. Switch on the power supply and note down the reading, that is the 21 microampere. These reading should be noted in this column 41 microampere and 24 microampere and 21 microampere, and C can be calculated by picofarad. 240 picofarad, 210 picofarad, and then we draw a graph between the capacitance on the y-axis and 1 upon d on the x-axis. The graph should be straight line. It should be drawn with the help of a scale. You can draw the best fit line. As we know, the graph between these two parameters should be straight line. Then we take any 2 points on the curve and draw the perpendiculars on x-axis and also on the y-axis, and from this triangle we can calculate the slope, that is the y2 means y1 and x2 means x1. As on the x-axis, that is the 1 upon d separation. D is the separation between the plates and C is the capacitance of the capacitor. So its slope gives us the C into D, and we can say permittivity is equal to CD upon A. As we are providing the air between the two plates, so that is the epsilon naught CD upon A. We can calculate our experimental value of the permittivity, and we know the standard value is equal to into 10 to power minus 12. Compare these two and can be percentage error can be calculated. So this is the experiment how to calculate the capacitance and permittivity of the given dielectric material. Thanks.